Hey everyone, this is Wade from fishfindermounts.com, and I've got my 16.5-foot Mirocraft boat here. I want to put one of our amazing Gen 3 Livescope mounts on this boat, and so I want the camera to kind of come up, look down into the boat. Here you have a typical kind of deck situation with all sorts of boats. It doesn't have to be a bass boat. This is sort of a multi-species boat. You know, we've got like about 8 inches of rise here that we have to get up and over from the deck over the gunwale edge. And I wanted to show this for you guys out there that are going to be doing a deck in the deck install. So I'm kind of sitting here going, well, where do I want to put this and why do I want to put it there? And I want to show you guys this video so that you think through all of the aspects of this prior to actually committing to drilling some holes into your deck. So if you take this situation where you have your door, you could potentially screw it down in through a door, but then you want to open the door. Well, if you have a huge tower like this, it's going to be hitting here, whatnot, right? Now the next thing is, I prefer the install of where we're going to put some bolts through the deck, and there's some wing nuts underneath, and I would like to be able to get those wing nuts underneath with my hand and whatnot. We do supply this kind of a kit here, so you could use self-tapping screws. This deck here is probably a 1/2 inch to 5/8 ply, marine ply that's making up this deck. So these would work, but I would prefer to go with our 2-inch. We're now supplying, this is a newer thing we're doing, a longer 2-inch flat Phillips 1/4-20 bolt. Okay, I'll show you guys what those look like here. Right here. There you go, right? So I'm gonna get a 1/4-inch drill bit. In fact, maybe I should go a little bit bigger, but I'm gonna go with 1/4 inch and try that. That's gonna stick down underneath through the holes I'm gonna drill right here. I've decided it's gonna be here. So again, I don't wanna put it here, you know, and I've got a 10-inch beam. Now, the thing I wanna show with you guys with Alex here is we've decided to buy a 10-inch beam because, you know, from fishfindermounts.com, because we need to cover the distance and get over the gunwale edge. So you can see the 10-inch beam is indeed, in fact, by the way, guys, this is really 11 inches. This is equal to the task. In fact, we could probably even go one setting back, still be okay. We're just okay right there. So if the camera comes back in and looks down in, you can see from this install how much space you got here. So we got 3/8, this is about 3/8 thickness, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 3/8 rise. 8 3/8 rise gave us basically that 8 inches and 3/8 that we needed to get just over top of the gunwale edge here. Okay, guys? So I could have put it up here. I could have put it closer here. Now, what's going on under here? You guys can't see it, but what's going on? What I feel inside of here is there is some flanging, some like metal flanging. I don't want to drill through that. So I've kind of felt around, and I think that this is about right. I'm gonna be able to get my bolt in there, and we got, yeah. So I like that spot. I've thought about it all. Also, I was thinking about putting it up here, but I have an anchor mount for my Scotty's anchor here. I don't want to have it here. I have my trolling motor coming back over here. So I need to put it in a place that it's not going to be interfering with anything else, and I can easily operate at the same time while I'm fishing standing up. So that's how we're going to do it. So if we take this beam out here, Al.
Do you want to rotate it?
Oh yeah, but the other thing too, actually, that's a good point Alex brings up, is when we get to this point, do we want to have this, how do we want this pole to be sticking out? Like preferably, I would rather turn it a little bit, right? And make it look like it's coming along. I don't want it sticking way out from the boat or whatnot. So in this case, we'll have it sticking kind of a little bit out at an angle, which isn't too bad. I could always move it down near the console if I wanted.
This knob is hitting. Can you extend it out farther?
Can we go back down?
Can we go down here?
Yeah, so we gotta
extend it out to the furthest point.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's see, will it hit still? So take that into consideration. Make sure that you've cleared everything.
That's right.
When you're making your install.
And then you can see it's up out of the water.
And now it's hitting on the edge here.
So yeah, we are, see that, guys? Now we've got a carpet here, so I bet you once we drill down and we compress this, when this is sucking right, you know, it's really compressed on there by the bolts that will be hitting.
How much farther can we come this way? Because if we can get just in a little bit more, if we could get to here, then we'd have full clearance there. And if we rotate a little bit, maybe about there.
We just need there, yeah.
That might be perfect.
So that's what we want.
So that would dial it in.
So
right
let's check. I think Alex is right here. So let's check. I'll feel underneath. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, that's fine. We're not going to hit the flange. The flange is coming out to about here. The camera can see about here. So we're going to go with this install right now. We're going to drill the holes to get it started. I'll start with one just to get things fixed. And let's get our tensioner knob or thumb screw out of here. So it's not in our way.
Can we mark like that location?
No, this is fine.
Possibly like that.
Dude, that was easy. So we now have a hole in our deck, everybody. The shame of it.
Oh, you moved it. I had those, and we're marking it.
Oh no, this is the back screw. This is it. I want it like this.
Yeah, but where's this other one going?
Well, we're gonna figure that out in a sec. Oops. This guy get through? Yeah. Good. Come on, baby. There we go. Down she goes, okay? Here's your footing plate. Now let's recalibrate. Oh, you're using this. Why didn't you give me that plate? Why don't you? Oh boy.
Because how are you gonna drill? You're not drilling straight. So look at how crazy out of whack this is. We gotta rotate it.
Yeah, no, we will.
What do you think, like about there?
Yeah, I love it.
I think we're
Is that about right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You like how far it's sitting out over here?
Okay, move it. So what Al's done is he's brought us an extra plate. You guys won't usually have this luxury, but we make them. So we have their extra plate here. And so that way we can just do, without the drill getting cockeyed, we can do it straight down. You might take a felt marker, whatever. We're getting our bolts, our 1/4-20 flat Phillips bolts into the footing here. We figured out with the pole how we want it all set up in this position. And we've drilled 4 1/4-20 holes. These are 1/4-inch bolts. Bring these guys down, okay?
2-inch long.
2-inch long. And what we're going to do now is we're going to open this hatch again, and I want to put the wing nuts underneath. Some guys might want even washers underneath there, but I'm just going to go wing nuts here.
Because you're a little wing nuts.
That's what they tell me. I'm little wing nuts. We're winding our 1/4-20 wing nuts under here. And although you can't see, I can't see either. It's my feel. It's the feel. My feeling is my eyes. And I like the wing nuts because you can really feel them well, right? And you can get in there. You don't need to get a wrench in there. You can hold it with your hand. So there's some wires, guys, I can feel in here that we just missed, which is perfect. So be careful of your wire runs in your boat. We were just out of the way of the wire runs, so we didn't hit those either.
Because we double checked.
Because we're super smart and we double check.
Tape them up.
Now I'm gonna put some other receiver blocks around here, guys. The receiver block is this piece here, and you can get more than one of them, and that enables you to just easily move your LVS 32 transducer to wherever you would like it to be.
Oh, that's strong.
So we pop that guy on there. But we're going to take our Gen 3 10-inch beam, and there we go. We've got our fantastic.
Rotate it sideways.
Now we need a handle. We're missing the handle here. And we're gonna put our tensioner knob in. The tensioner knob looks like this. And that's 5/16. We're gonna tighten that guy in here. And what that does is it just enables us to really, see there's a little play here right now, right guys? You see that? Well, this tensioner knob will take care of that problem. Here's a handle, our Gen 3 adjustable handle. We'll pop that guy on and we'll lock this down we'll take our nice pole cap, put it at the top here. You can also get these for the back of the handle too. Maybe we'll grab another one of those. Alex will get us one, so be so kind to get us one. I want to take this guy and I want to actually adjust it up, tilt it up a little bit, pop it on. Now I'm just gonna, shaft collar clamp there, if we please too, Al. Shaft collar, I'll just pull this whole thing out. So we're gonna take our shaft collar. I'm gonna also put on the handle here, guys. I'm gonna put a nice, for cosmetic purposes, just to make it look super cool, I'm gonna put my pole cap on the handle as well, just to make it look super sexy. So you can see. We're gonna take our shaft collar clamp here. If the camera has a look at this, it's a 1-inch shaft collar clamp. That's the one you need, or I highly recommend. You just slide it onto our 1-inch shaft. And once you're in the water and you kind of figured out everything, we don't have our transducer adapter on here yet, but Alex is going to put it on here. The camera can focus down on what Alex is doing here. And we can tighten this up for Alex's
Maybe
sake.
tighten it here at this level, the shaft collar clamp, that way down here.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm going to show that, but I'm just showing what you're doing there. So what we've done is we've got a 20-inch and a 20-inch and a 12-inch on here, and then our cylinder adapter on the bottom. And then we can take this guy and say this is the depth we like it to be at. And I'm sitting here, if the camera moves back, I'm sitting here fishing. I don't have it it's not too far away from me. Like it's the handle, I might adjust the handle a little bit, bring it down a little bit, and I can just ergonomically and easily just move it around whatever way I would like to do that. So I found the depth that I like it at. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tighten our shaft collar around here so that it acts like a depth stop. We're gonna take our little, right here, if the camera comes over here, we're gonna take our little tensioner bolt, move it out so it's not in the way of us being able to adjust this in and out, okay? Now when you do this, it doesn't matter which way you go. You can go either way, guys, is what Alex was just bringing to our attention to. You can take this guy, you can spin this guy so it's like this, right? But the idea here is when you're going to be traveling with this on your boat like this, maybe just a little ways or whatever, just make sure that this whole system is balanced off. You don't want to have it where it's way down here and there's massive weight with your LVS 32 transducer out here. That's pretty strenuous, creating a lot of stress on the system or the mount and everything. So try to balance everything out. Make sure you balance everything out. And then the other thing you can do is just take it right out. The other thing you can do is you can actually set it in this way. You can set it in backwards inside your boat. Just lock it in. Bang, she's locked in there. So that's very, very effective. Or you can just take it right out.
And you can rotate this down flat like that, like the handle.
Yeah, you can just take this guy, you can take your beam, take your little pin here, right? Your pin here, your tilt pin. Now everything's kind of collapsed nicely. You know, you can rotate the pole like this, flatten everything out, and you can just lay it down. It doesn't take very much work. It's just very, very quick. Boom, now suddenly it's down. So there we have our 8 inches of riser blocks, which is 4 of them, our footing plate, our receiver block, our tensioner knob, our pin, our release pin here for the receiver block, which allows you to rotate it like a clock's hands up and down out of the water. And then we have our tilting pin here, right? We showed you that just now. Loosen this off a little bit. Now you got your tilting pin. You can do different various angles to offset things. You got your poles that come together like a pool cue set. You got your tilting handle that folds up right against here. And you can just break everything nicely down too. When you're really done for the end of the week or end of the trip, maybe you've gone out for a week and you're going home now, we can take everything apart just like you see here. But there you go. You've got a nice modular system. So this is Wade from fishfindermounts.com. We're going to be doing all sorts of very cool videos this year. Even this weekend, we'll be going up to our place on the lake to do a whole pile of videos to show you how awesome this stuff is in action with a live scope on it. And we hope that you stay tuned, subscribe to our channel, www.fishfindermounts.com. That's our website, fishfindermounts.com, and you can get to our YouTube channel from there. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button. Don't miss a beat with fishfindermounts.com. Thanks for watching, everyone.